Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. Jean said she was going to come play today, but I haven't got a message back for her. So, anyway, we had kind of planned on doing personalized affirmation, positive thought cards. The lady, oh, there's Jean. Welcome, Jean. Nice to see you.
Hello, sorry about the delay.
All's good. All's good.
I went for breakfast this morning and I
Awesome.
don't I don't drink coffee out because I make a mix. So I
Yep.
had to go make me some coffee.
I get it. Hey, Jan, good morning, afternoon. Yeah, you're right, whatever. Currently, -7 Celsius feels like -10, which means it's 19 Fahrenheit, 14 with the wind chill factor. Hey, Belinda, nice to see you. Jean and I had planned on doing these card things today. Jean's all ready to rock. I scrambled this morning and kind of got prepared what I was thinking of doing. So, do you want to explain it, Jean?
Okay, I can do that. So I've seen a video and I don't remember what she called them, but she used them to give out at oh, by the way, see my new shirt? It's got
Oh,
some
I love the
got
color.
snowflakes on
It
it.
does.
Okay, so anyway, she had a tin box that she had decorated, and she used round ones. I just seen this yesterday afternoon. I took these two tins to my husband and said, "Burn these on the grill, burn the paint off." So he did. So they're not decorated yet. And then they had little cards inside of them, and she painted them and did cute things on them and wrote cute quotes on them. And then she said they were for handing out. And I thought, I could do that. And so I did. So I actually was prepared last night. I cut these.
She did.
This was a, a mint of some sort. I don't remember. It's domed here and in curved up in or in cave, whatever. And actually had a die that cut this. These are watercolor paper, just like some cheap stuff. What 140 weight, nothing fancy. But I had this one. I don't know if you can tell what it was. It's a Camel cigarette thing. I just love this shape. So I cut this. Um, if anyone has a Camel tin and they're going to make some, these are 3 by 3 1/4. And then I rounded the corners because the tin is rounded. What she did, like I said, is she painted them. I think she used watercolor. I'm sure you could use whatever. And of course, I thought with the magic of television, I'd have a few done up. I put the washi tape on there to write the quotes. And yeah, so that's what I've done already. I thought this way I'd at least get some done today.
Awesome. I like
So,
the idea of handing them out. You know what? I was thinking of doing quotes, but I could also do them like my thank you cards that I give out,
mm-hmm.
right? So what I did, because Jean was doing round ones, I thought I needed a container. I didn't have any tins kicking around. I've got, well, cookie tins, that kind of thing, whatever. So I took a crochet tube, like from crochet cotton, put a bottom on it, uh, quickly slathered some paint on a piece of paper, and then put a snippet strip around it. Works perfect. And then what I did was I took a canning jar lid because all I've got is like a 2-inch punch kind of thing. I wanted them bigger. So I took a canning jar lid. This is from a wide mouth mason jar or whatever. And cut out a whole bunch. And they are not even. Hey, Jen, nice to see you. They're all wonky. But the reason I decided I didn't really care that I had cut them is because I'm going to do them like these little flowers that I did. So I painted a few this morning. So I get to doodle and play. Because, you got to draw them and cut them and shape them, and then they'll be ready to go. But I also took a couple of pieces of that file folder and I laid, not scrapbook, loose leaf paper on it, the stuff with lines. Took a ruler and cut out. So I've got nice printy areas, that I can write my quotes or whatever on. So that's kind of neater. See, I was kind of prepared this morning, Jean. Man, did I do a mad dash chopping these things up and stuff. And then I got sidetracked with this, and you know how I rule.
Yeah, well, I'm not one to do things where I split my day up, I like, let's do it all in the morning or all day long or all in the afternoon. But so last night I did, and I found some quotes that I thought were good, except they were all so long. And I have a 3-page document of things I copied off the internet because I was tired of writing. And it's not in a very good list, but I have things that are kind of shorter, like, have a wonderful day. You make the world a better place. You are so utterly fabulous. How are you so utterly fabulous? I hope you feel as good as you look. Wow, you're doing a great job. And then simpler even, you matter a lot. Live loudly, love wildly.
Ooh, I like that one.
You are beautiful. Persist. It's your turn. I believe in you. You are a rock star. And there's multiples on here. I mean, the same thing could be on there several times because I was just cutting and pasting. But at least I got something to go with. So,
awesome.
I don't know what I'm going to put on mine, but I want to paint first. So,
yeah. Well, I'm going to show you how I do my flowers. Paint these. Nothing to it. Of course, I use acrylics. But yeah, she had like a little doodled around the edges and stuff. They were very, very cute. But I thought I would like to do flowers. I'm on a flower kick. I've been on a flower kick for a while, and it hasn't decreased at all. So I still have a stack that I cut out because, why do 6 when you can do 48? You know how I roll. All right. So yeah, we've got snow happening today. It's actually supposed to be in the pluses tomorrow, like +4 tomorrow and +2 on Sunday. That's just going to make for really dicey roads.
Well, it's 43 degrees here, and it's just about our high for the day.
Oh. Do I have a fancy name for those flowers? No. No, these are just, I don't know. I started with 2-inch circles when I started doing them. And then I thought, what can I do with these circles? So I created the flowers. But the other thing, like when Jean and I were talking last night, sorry, I had to go and get water. Clean water, for those of you who have an issue with muck water. When Jean and I were talking yesterday, I'm going, I could call them positive posy or personal positive posy, something like that. So these are going to be my positive posies, this specific set. So, of course, Jeans are going to be all different. I'm math making the flowers because I know what I do. And since I'm doing them in groups of 6, I'm going to do 6. Yeah, no, these don't have a name. 2, 4, 5. See, I can't even count today. My goodness gracious.
I almost went and put my brush in my coffee.
Oh, see, that's why I got a cup of something different because I think I did dip it in the coffee this morning. So anyway, you can see I cannot straight cut for love nor money. So these are all going to end up getting wobble cut once they're all painted. Oh, wrong. See, starting off wrong already. So I take a wet brush and I go kind of around the circle. Really, really wet. Then I dip it in the paint. I do the edge in a much more solid color. And I am not, you know, you don't have to be particular because that's not what you're not really going to focus on the painting. You could be focusing on the words and you know, you know,
Belinda, I have no idea. There's no name on them.
no name paints.
Maybe. Let me look at the bottom. Nope. I have several different brands. This one just has the most colors in it for me. And um, some of them I've added in myself. But this is the colors that they came with. And then as you can tell, it's full, and this isn't. But I couldn't tell you what they are. There's some all different kinds. Every one of my paint tins, except the Arteza, I believe. I have one set of them, I think. And then again, maybe I don't. Even these, I just have a lot of watercolors because I like them, and I like them a lot. These are my Artezas, and I think they might not have extras in them. I kind of forget these are here, I think, and I'm always thinking I need to use these up first. Well, we all know that that's not going to happen. You're going to have to live to be 300 to use all your watercolors.
Yes.
But this is the Arteza palette.
Hi,
So
Brenda.
there's a whole row for more stuff. But like I said, I kind of forget they're there. The others jump out at me first. I did have a really nice set of Artezas that were metallic, and I gave them away because I really don't like sparkly watercolor. I don't know why. I don't mind a little gold here and there, but I don't want to paint with the sparkle and the metallic in it. I don't know why.
Interesting.
It's weird, I guess.
Well, we all have our things, right?
Yep.
All have our things. So, Brenda, I am just showing how I do these little flowers. Well, that's a photocopy or a scanned copy of the flowers that I originally did. So, basically, I just take a circle, take some water, brush water around, and then take straight paint and go around the edge for a deeper color. So I am making positive posies out of these. And then I go back and dip it in water and go around that edge just to soften it, if that makes sense. So you get kind of a graduated thing like that. So that's how I get them painted. I got that yellow paint. Need to scrape it on something so I can move that out of my way. I had such a failure on Tuesday with, well, it wasn't a failure. It was a case of I bought those things to try using for texture plates, texture mats, and I wasn't happy with the outcome of them at all. And of course, once you've got paint on them and chop them in half, you can't return them. So I didn't think they'd want me to return them. So those were kind of a flop. And then on Wednesday, I decided that I wanted to play with my gel plate. So I did. Where did I put them? There they. Nope. Nope. Oh my goodness gracious. There they are. Okay. So I had a strange idea of painting right on the gel plate or stenciling on the gel plate. So I stenciled some of my little scribbled roses, and then I backed them with white, and I didn't like the white. So I did them again with red. And then I sponged green around the edges. And then the pull thing I did right across the entire gel plate. So this was the first one. It kind of turned out the way I wanted it to, except that the paint was very, very thick and it didn't pull nice. Like it was coming off in clumps. Oh, certainly could make them with markers. Certainly, certainly. So I did this one. So I've got a lot of yellow. And when I did the green around, I wasn't very careful about how close I was getting. And so anyway, this was my first one. I tried it. You know, you get these ideas and you have to try them. So then I did another one, and I had a lot of muck on the gel plate, but I really like the way this one turned out compared to that one.
I like it.
Even with the mucky purple in the middle. So I'm thinking that I'd like to do some of these and use them for pages in a journal once I've got it perfected. But even as it is, I would still use it in a journal. You could certainly do it with markers. Certainly, Jen. So you take a circle and you color on the outside. If you are using Crayola kind of markers, if you do it dark on the outside, and then you can take a brush with just water and do that, and it will bleed because the Crayola markers are water-based. So I have used them as watercolor paints in the past, actually. Okay, something to scrape with. I'm just off on tangents all over the place today. I had a really good day yesterday. It was very busy, but you know, I'm kind of on a roll of do things, you know.
I did something really smart. I used my clean water to rinse my brush,
Oh,
and my dirty water still had the lid on it.
nice.
Isn't that smart?
That's lovely. So I'm just scraping this paint onto a book page. Yeah, I could just throw it out. But what I've learned about myself is I take these things and I just put them to the side, and then I put stuff on top of them, and I get paint on everything. And a lot of times it's paint, you know, I don't want to get paint on some of that stuff. So it's just as easy for me to scrape it onto some book pages. Oh, thanks, Jen. You know, I had a lot of fun doing them. Oh, look, I'm picking greeblies up from underneath. It's fine. Just got to use up this paint. So anyway, I thought I've had that idea of doing borders on the gel plate for a while now. And I don't know what twigged me to doing them. But I did them, and look, paint all over. That's okay. This can go away now. Right. So we're going
to
go ahead. Oh, you're muting? Okay. She muted. So when you've got your scribbly circles to something that's like this, you know, I'm not overly fussy. Some of the blue ones, they're kind of filled in the middle. They're very, very random. Very, very random. So that what I do is I take a black marker and I do kind of like that in the middle. Not necessarily round. So I would do that to all of them. See, Mark is dead. I had a box of new Sharpies, and Ron needed Sharpies, so he took the whole box. which is fine. Which like no big deal. They're not perfect circles. They're okay. Don't sweat the circle thing, guys. Because like I say, these are not perfect circles.
This one looks like a Pokeball.
It does.
Okay, I think I have enough painted to decorate now. Although the painting is quite fun.
Well, that's why I kind of got a bunch done beforehand. Because this is the part that's going to take the little bit longer bit of time.
Yeah.
But I'll get them all to the same stage and then show you how I do the next step. Because that's the way I roll. Oh, I didn't realize this paper was that mucky. Sorry, guys. Is that very distracting? I'll be moving it right away. Right away. Okay, so when you've got it to this stage, you're going to use, the reason I'm using a Sharpie is because I want something that's going to be permanent. Just in case I decide to put some Mod Podge or something on as a finish. I just did a whole bunch of little circles on the inside to kind of look like seeds. Yeah, some of them are going to fill in. No sweat. Where did Jean go? Oops, where'd you go?
I'd like to say we had a power surge or a power outage, but yeah, it was just big hands hitting the wrong spot.
I getcha. Okay, so then you would go and do all these little circly things in the middle. It's not bothering you? That's good because it's kind of mucky. So now we're going to wobble cut around the edge of this. By wobble cut, I mean you're just going to go and make, like take off the very outside edge and ruffle it like it, you're making it look like this. Not perfect. We're not doing perfect. We're not doing perfect posies. Posies aren't perfect. Okay, so now you're going to end up something like that. I guess you could call that scalloped. Is that kind of scalloped? I don't know. Okay, so now you're going to decide where you want the petals. Lost that one. And it doesn't really matter. How many petals did I do on this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, 1. We'll start by doing it in quarters. Just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll put them there. So they're not quite quarters or eighths. Whatever. They don't have to be exact.
I have misplaced my favorite pen.
Oh, no.
I guess that means I'm going to have to order some for my stocking.
Oh, no.
It'd be nice once in a while to have surprises.
Yeah. Well,
But
did you? I don't know if I sent that one to you. That you can buy your own Christmas presents if you drink enough tequila and play on Amazon. You'd be surprised, right?
I don't need the tequila to play on Amazon and buy me stuff.
No.
I'm just really good at Amazon. Oh, there. No, that's not
Okay.
it.
So then I go and do like little triangles at the very ends on the outside of the flower. Now we're going to go and cut those little triangles out. And it'll give more of a petally effect. Pinking shears? No, I don't know that I would like pinking shears on these. They would probably work good though. And I do have the edgers. But I kind of like the way they are random like this. And I do try and do it so that if you can see here, I've got kind of like a point there. I will round that off. You know, you don't want really pointy petals. A lot of alliteration today. My goodness gracious. I guess you could always use nail clippers to do that too. How are
Nail
you doing,
clippers are
Jean? Do I
really,
need to make you big?
huh?
Should I make you big?
No, I'm just drawing right now.
Okay.
You know, nail clippers will cut soft wires a lot too.
They do.
Mm. My husband bought me. He buys most of the groceries, and he got the stuff I needed for my mixed coffee that I make. It's cappuccino is what it's called, but sometimes it's kind of hard to explain with the mixes I put in it. Anyway, this time he bought me decaffeinated, which I always drink decaffeinated. The occasional candy bar is the only caffeine I ever have. Anyway, that being said, he bought Colombian decaffeinated,
Oh,
which is not something he's ever done. And I'm telling you what, this is the best tasting coffee I've ever had.
nice. Nice, nice. So now I'm just going around the edge with the black marker. As long as it works. My markers are all getting dead. I'm going to have to go on a marker run. Oh no.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe that would happen.
Yeah. And I was at Costco yesterday. You think I would have thought to put markers on my list? No. Silliness. Silliness. Absolute silliness. You don't need the tequila either? No.
It is an added benefit, but we
True.
were discussing gummies at breakfast today.
Yeah.
And I can walk out my back door, cross the alley, and be at a spot to buy them.
Yeah.
So they're definitely out there. But I've never had one, and I don't know. I don't know if I could accomplish things with one.
It depends on how much THC is in them because you can get them anywhere from 1 milligram to 10 milligrams of THC in them, depending on what the laws are where you are. Here, they're only allowed to sell the gummies in packages of 10 milligrams of THC. So then you would get, if it was 1 milligram, you would get 10 gummies. 4 gummies if it was 2.5. So I just buy the 1 milligram gummies.
Mm-hmm.
And It just keeps me on an even keel, like it doesn't get me stoned. It just gets me like where I can actually get something accomplished without going, oh, squirrel, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's legal here in Canada, right? So,
Yeah. It's legal here too.
but
I bet we have just as many convenience stores as we do pot shops.
well, when we were in
Absolutely.
Winnipeg yesterday, I was going, wow, there's one in every corner here, like
Yeah.
crazy. Um, we don't have a dispensary here in town. We have to go to the town either to the east of us or the one to the west of us. So, and then you just do some little black lines like this. And you kind of vary the heights and you know how to do this part. And there you have a flower. Does that make sense to you guys?
Mm-hmm. Boy, that Sharpie stinks. Woo! I don't need a gummy. I got a Sharpie.
Is it old?
Well, I don't know. It kind of looks like it, but the tip is really good.
Hmm. See,
And
I
it
don't even smell my
still
shirt.
had this little thing on it. Well, if I could pick it up, this little cap like thing on it, but it's got marks, so it's been used.
Yeah.
But anyway. Okay.
Oh, this one.
Okay, stupid question. I'm a rotten speller.
Uh huh.
Is yourself one word or is it two?
One.
Okay. Well, I don't want to do that one. This is 3 lines. Okay. I think I'm going to have to get some scrap paper. And
That's why I figured I would do those little things and then I could write the quote out. And see, now these are going to fit in there just beautifully.
oh, wait, I got to do this bottom half. What am I thinking? So far, my intentions are not to doodle on these as like I do my other things as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to give away pretty things, but I don't want to give away everything.
Exactly. That's just it. How much time is are you putting in when you're just I mean, I don't have a problem giving my I lie. It depends on what I'm giving away. Some things I can give away, like these flowers, I wouldn't have any problem giving away. It's the other things that I cannot part with.
Well, I sent out 32 cards of my doodles, like ATC size,
Yeah.
but I know everybody they went to, so
Yeah.
I'm just making a little card to put a quote on so that I can hand it to some lady in a grocery store or in.
That's what I do with my cards too. Yeah.
I
I usually give it to staff or moms who are hassled with their babies.
when it's been a while back, I was in Dollar Tree and um this lady walks up to me and she says, "Hello, can I give you a, whatever she called them, inspiration card maybe? And she had a pre-purchased deck. And she was
Yeah.
just giving people these cards. Some were a little spiritual, some were just inspirational. You know, I think they more lean towards the spiritual, but not. I mean, like one side might have had a verse on it, a Bible verse, and then the other one said, don't worry, be happy, or I don't even remember what it said, but I carry it in my purse.
Yeah.
It's not something I got rid of. So I'm hoping that, now if I do it in Hobby Lobby, I probably will have no problem with people keeping them, but I don't know. Don't know. Trying to figure out what. I made little bitty lines. I already put the tiny washi tape up because it was like, can't do that. That's way too tiny.
Yeah. That's why I did paper lines, because, I can write in that little space, I'm sure. Oh, Gary home or post?
Postman.
You bring something fun?
Huh?
Is he bringing something fun?
Well, he should be, but I thought I had closed the door so that I wouldn't hear them bark. I'm going to check real quick and see because I got something coming from Walmart.
Okay.
And chances are, yep, I'll be right back. It's a
Okay.
big box.
Okay. So we got two. So they don't take long to make. It's the painting and letting them dry that is the worst part of all of this. But they're very, very simple. Very simple flowers to make. Now, I liked a couple of Jean's quotes that she had, but I think I'm just going to do something like I trust myself, or, little things like that. Little things like that. So I just need a piece of white scrap paper somewhere. Look, I have a piece of white scrap paper.
Well, it wasn't what I was waiting for, but
So I wonder if these gel pens are waterproof. Only one way to find out, right? Scribble with it. Take a paintbrush. Take a smaller paintbrush. Oh, they are not waterproof in any way, shape, or form. We don't want to use the gel pens. Now what? I guess I use the pen and ink, right? That's way back here. Okay. Now, there they are. There they are. I was wondering where I put my nib handles. It's funny how you get your favorite nibs.
mm-hmm.
And they get all mucky.
Well, I already screwed up good, so glad I wasn't real fond of this one anyway.
Uh-oh.
Well, I tried to correct a letter. I made it wrong, and then I tried to correct it, and it looks like somebody puked on there.
Yeah. No green, orange, or blue ones? I have blue ones. I got purple ones, but I have a whole stack there yet to do. Like I say, I just cut them out this morning. Got these actually. I painted these, went up, had some lunch, and it was already 12:30, so I had to get a wiggle on to be down here.
Let's see if we can fix this.
Now, I think that might be a little bit wide. Where's my other one? I had two. Are they both that wide? We're testing. Yep, they're about that wide. Okay, so I write little in the lines. What are you writing, Jean?
Try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud.
Oh, I like that.
And I went in and corrected the B I didn't like and made some more big letters.
Yeah.
It looks like it's supposed to be that way, so I feel okay with it.
Good.
I'll just make sure this one goes to a stranger.
Oh, this one doesn't have a. You just have to dip straight out of the jar. All right. This is purple ink. I've had it forever. This is drawing ink.
I haven't doodled for a while. It feels kind of weird.
Yeah. How about be a source of love? I like that.
I should have got this pen out earlier.
Oh,
I love my fountain pens.
you do.
You have to remind me when I bitch about pens. Say, Jean, go find your fountain pen. You'll be a happy camper.
All right. Now, the only problem being is this paper is white and it's not cut straight at the top. Let's see if I can make that just a little bit better. Well, it's going to be what it's going to be. I might have to print much smaller.
I just had a brilliant idea.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you in case it's not as brilliant as I think it is. Okay, so my quote says, try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. And when I doodle on watercolor, I always outline the marks the watercolor makes.
Right.
So what does that look like?
It looks like a cloud.
I think I'll take colored pencils and try to draw a rainbow in there.
Why not? That's a great idea.
mean, I'm not extremely fond of it right now. So if it works, it works. And rainbows don't have to be in a certain color order, do they?
Don't they? Because it's spectrum, right?
But
do it your way. Doesn't matter.
Hang on, I gotta go let the dogs out.
Who let the dogs out? Jean did. Jean did.
Let's go. Go, honey.
Now, of course, I'm going to have to take black ink and, oh, why am I using that glue? Anyway, take black ink and go around that to outline it. And of course, whoever gets it or, can always do with it what they will. Oh, thanks, Jan. Okay, what are we going to put on this one? What are we going to put on this one, guys? Thoughts? Ideas? I'm going to use a different color ink. Yellow flower. I could use yellow ink. I've got yellow ink. We could try it. No, I think that's going to be too pale. Let's use green. think I'm going to do I Trust Myself because that's one of my favorite things. These are golden high flow, and I've got both golden and Liquitex, but I've got a lot of drawing inks as well. Green over here. See?
It's not good. The rainbow's way too big to get all the colors in there. That's all right. It's an art card, right?
Exactly. Yes, be brave. That's a good one. I'll do that on my next one. So this one says, I trust myself. I used green ink. I guess I could use metallic Sharpie markers as well. That needs to dry. Okay, back to doing these.
Oh, I think I like it so much better.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, I love it.
One
Perfect.
down, 1,600 more to go. Yes, I cut up a lot of paper last night.
Oh, that is another nice one, Jen. Happiness blooms from within.
Ooh, I'm going to write that one down.
Oh, some of these are really filled in, but that's just fine. That wobble cut. Also, doing it this way, because my hands suffer so bad some days, doing various things like the cutting, the writing, the doodling, it just helps my hands not get overtired.
Because I've
No,
already painted mine, I don't have to worry if mine are waterproof exactly.
I would normally keep these because I would use them in grasses as grasses. But look, it's in the garden.
Oh, this is the big one. This is the big one. I was a little surprised. Could you tell? Last night when I was playing with these few that I did, I found that if you use your heat gun, maybe a hair dryer would work. I don't know that it blows enough. As it's drying, it moves the things around, and you can move it this way and then move it this way, and you get all these extra lines in there. That's pretty
Cool.
cool.
Have you ever added salt to your paint?
I have.
Because I've heard that, or I've
It
seen
is.
it done, and that it's a really cool effect.
It is. That was going to be some. Speaking of paints, I was going to ask for a new paint set for Christmas. A good one. Some big brand that maybe would be excellent or something. And then I kind of thought to myself, I have what, 7 paint palettes in there? There's no sense in buying one. If I can't make happy with these, then don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to be a set of something my family has to sell for $5 at a garage sale.
Two. Mine would put a $2 price tag on them.
Well, if my son-in-law has anything to do with it, everything's $1 or a quarter.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I guess we'll do 3 of each color. If I can get 3 of each color done today, we're laughing.
So we have our company Christmas party tomorrow night.
Nice. I'm going to Cirque du Soleil tomorrow night.
I'd rather go where you're going.
It's funny, we've been trying to decide where we want to go out to eat. Normally, the restaurants we go to have really, really large portions where we either take half of it home or we're very, very uncomfortable. And so I don't want food to be sitting in the vehicle for however,
Mm-hmm.
normally if we go out to eat, we're coming straight home and it can go in the fridge. So 45
Well, you know what, though? Think of the temperature outside. It's going to be colder in your car than the fridge.
Well, it depends if we get a heated parking, depending where we park when we're in the city for the show.
Mm.
So, yeah. So, trying to decide where would be a good place to grab a bite. So, yellow is the color of hope. So, I think one of the yellow ones has to have some hope quote. This one can get glued down now. I like Be Brave. I've got Be Brave and Happiness Blooms from Within. And yes, if you have a die cutting machine and you can cut flowers out or whatever you want to do, that would be totally up to you. Like my die cutting machine, I don't think I've got flowers this big. And of course, I'm looking at jeans with the doodles on. I might want to do some like spots or something around the edges of these ones. I don't know. Okay, so we'll start with Be Brave, and then the next one will be Happiness Blooms from Within. And I bet I could get it fit on this little piece right here. What color? Well, I've got the green ink out. I think it's got to be something strong. How about red? I'm going to use red ink. This is a Liquitex acrylic ink. It's bright. And I don't think it's been opened yet. There we go. Oh, look at how bright and lovely that is. I like it.
Ooh, I still can't get over how stinky this Sharpie is.
I don't find Sharpie stinky. That's really weird.
Here, smell this one.
Oh, phooey. It's like old people's socks or young people's socks. Probably young people's socks.
I don't know. I have a couple old men in my life that I would beg to differ. Whew. It real chemical.
Oh,
Got another one here. Let's see. Yeah, they both are. These aren't bad.
yeah.
Not at all. But these wide tip uh, chisel tip. Woo!
Huh. Gave a lot of markers, acrylic paint, watercolors, paper, buttons, crayons. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Brenda, I've been doing that too. Less for family to deal with. Well,
Well, I have all of Defy stuff I'm working on getting out. And then as I'm doing that, it's kind of like I go from the garage in the spare bedroom, which is Defy stuff, and I put my sewing machine in the spare bedroom. And I now have, a lot of my fabric over there. Not all of it yet because I still need to make room for it. But there's so much more room. My grandson spent Thanksgiving week with us and he was just thrilled. But as I go along in my room, I'm finding I don't want this anymore. And I have 2 huge Rubbermaid tubs full of stuff. And all I'm doing right now is boxing it up and putting it in my shed so that when I get to that point, I can do something with it. Because some of it I'd like to try to sell a little bit of money. I don't want to get rich. I'm not going to get rich. But, I did just sell my 24-inch rigid heddle loom.
nice.
Got a really good price for it. So,
That's even better.
the one thing I'm concerned about is my spinning wheel.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to try to sell it before so that, I could use it to buy something else they have to get rid of.
Yep. Like, are you talking about these oval markers?
Yes. They say chisel tip on them.
Yeah.
Does yours stink?
No, I can't smell them at all. I can't smell them
When
at
you
all.
can't smell things, that's a sign of Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I can't smell things, can't taste things. Could very well be. And it's really weird because I am really susceptible to smells because of my breathing, right?
Uh-huh.
So for me not to smell it,
Well, we're going to do something because I think that I have in my extra drawer here. Yes, all my drawers are labeled, and it says extras. I have a brand new package of these.
all
So
right.
let's open it up and see if this one smells, because it's literally giving me a headache.
Well, that's never good.
Yep, they're going in the trash. These don't smell. Well, they're not quite going in the trash because they're in good shape. I'm going to see if he needs them at work.
Yeah.
He writes on things, and he's outside, so it's different.
Yeah. Or even if you were using them in the garage to label things, where
Yeah.
they're much more ventilated, you know.
Yeah. Well, I put them up. I'm not going to use them. The others aren't so bad. Even this one, which is the big tip,
Yeah.
doesn't stink.
Yeah.
Now, I have used the regular Sharpies when I took a block of book pages and doodled on every page, just scribbled doodled
Yeah.
so that I could tear them up and use them. And after about 10 or 15 pages, I was feeling it. Took a trip and didn't leave the house.
Huh. I've never had an issue with Sharpies, like markers, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Wash my face, can't do a thing with it today again.
Yep.
But no, I've never had an issue with Sharpies. Sometimes, though, Mod Podge will affect me
Ooh.
depending on the day. I do have a couple of friends that absolutely cannot use Mod Podge because how badly it affects their breathing.
Oh, I can't stand Mod Podge. It just doesn't work for me.
Well, no, you're in a more humid area too, right?
No, I'm actually in the desert.
Okay. Yeah, Brenda, that makes sense too.
I want to do a set of these that are a little bit sassy, but not where somebody's going to slap me when I hand it to them. Like be happy, it'll drive your enemies crazy.
Yeah.
I love this one. Breathe in the good shit, breathe out the bullshit.
Yeah, I like that too.
Life is short. Smile while you still have teeth.
See, those are the kinds of things I put in my rude book, eh?
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Whenever I have a problem, I sing. Then I realize that my voice is worse than my problem.
Yeah. You might as well make everybody suffer, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Kim, there's some good ones on here. I'll send you this.
Okay. I haven't started doing the quotes for my rude, glued, and my rude, crude, and glued book yet. Yeah, not with your craft stuff. That makes sense, Brenda. See, if I had that, I would just send them out to the shop. Ron would be able to use them out there. He's got much more open area than I do. It always smells like sawdust in there. So,
some of the quotes I found are a lot of self confidence kind of things, like I am a masterpiece in progress. But I figured all of these could be put, instead of saying I am, say you are.
yeah. Or be a masterpiece in progress.
Yeah. I'm trying to find some things that are short.
I'm short.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to put Kim Short on here.
Good thing. You know what we haven't done for a while, Jean?
Pictionary.
Exactly. Get out of my head. You're going to have nightmares.
Well, did I tell you about the dream I had? I had to tell Gary because and his first comment was, "Oh, so you dreamt something good about me once, huh?" I have this cabinet that is, it's a thread cabinet, a vintage thread cabinet, and it has the drawers have some kind of stopper on them that's kind of like it's a hinge, but there's nothing to hinge to. It's just that's what they use to stop it.
Okay.
Well, I didn't realize that, and I was trying to get something out of it, and I bent the hinge, but I got the drawer out, so it was all right. Well, in my mind, I thought, well, I'm going to ask Gary when he gets home to pull that hinge off. It wouldn't have been hard. It wasn't hard because I ended up doing it. But the next morning, I looked at it and I was like, well, how's that back up there? He pulled that hinge out last night. Yep, he did in my dream.
Oh,
And he was like, "Oh, so I did something good for a change." I said, "Yeah, you didn't mess around on me." That's usually what he does in my dreams.
yeah.
And he'll get up. We'll get up in the morning, and I'll say, "You need to buy me flowers." I am such a rotten speller.
Oh no.
I had to double check worthy.
Jan, are you still here? Jan. Hello, hello, Janner. It was Jan's birthday on Wednesday. Happy belated birthday, Jan. I wished you a happy birthday earlier, but just in case anybody wants to wish Jan a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jan.
Hey, Jan, was your mom really into the spelling and enunciation when you were growing up? Both Jan's mom and my mom were war brides. And so it's I come up with these strange questions for her quite often to see if our crazy moms were similar. My mom was all about the enunciation and correct talking and, speak properly, enunciate.
Okay, is this enough or does it need a doodle in the pink?
It could be either or. Oh. Okay, Jean, I'm a maximalist. What are the other?
Well, I'm used to more, but I am happy with it. So,
Yeah. That's like I'm saying, well, maybe I'll add dots around some of the petals or.
I was thinking that's what I was thinking is some little black dots, but I don't want to do the whole thing in little black dots either.
Oh, no. Like
So
even if.
both in the box. What do you think?
What about little clusters of little black dots?
Well, I could do where they kind of thicker and then come up and be thinned out.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to get a lot done. I'm going to leave it.
Yeah. There's our happiness blooms from within. Thank you, Jen, for that quote. Yeah, I think my mom got teased about her English accent too. My grandmother was a bit of a, you know what? She never referred to my mom by name. She always referred to her as the English. We'll do a red one this time. Oh, those of you who aren't aware, Jan is my sister-in-law. Just in case you're wondering. This is fun.
It is.
I was thinking, oh, I need to make some of these flowers and get them scanned in and put them on Etsy. But maybe I'll do like these big ones with the quotes on them. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't done anything with my Etsy store in 3, 4 months. 3 months anyway. Oh, thanks, Sherry. I was showing how to make them earlier in the stream. They're pretty simple. It's just this fiddly, the cutting of the petals that's the fiddliest part about it, I think.
This is a way bit faster than I thought they would be.
Pardon?
This is a bit faster than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
Just a bit, though.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's everything takes time, but this is still going faster than I anticipated. I think because I had the plan and I've made these flowers so many times that it's like the Goonie birds, right? Zoom done.
Mhm.
Just quick and easy. Like the quick and easy stuff. Oh, I haven't even looked at the backs to see if the backs are all mucky for if I want to hand them out or not.
I think one of mine had a spot. This has a little spot of watercolor, but if I sign it down here,
Yeah.
because I do intend to sign them all.
Well, mine are schlock art, so I don't know that I would sign them.
What does that mean?
When I mass produce, and it's not really individual. Like the monsters are mass produced, but they're individual. The Goonie birds are mass produced, but they're individual. The flowers are not individual. They're just done all the same way, fast, done. So really easy, no brains. Oh, awesome, Jan. Great. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'd like to see it with the white. If you don't mind. If you don't want to show it off, because I know that it's a gift, just throw it in Messenger. Poke, poke, poke. Speaking of Messenger, I've noticed that I'm on when I was selling at the local museum, my girlfriend set up the group page and she put me as one of the admins. Well, everybody else she could remove but me. So I think I'm going to have to close down that Facebook account. Thanks, Jen. Um, I think I have to close down that Facebook account to get rid of that page because I don't, you know.
Can't you get her to take you off?
I asked. She's been trying. It's. I have no idea how or why I can't get rid of it.
Can you go in and turn yourself off of it as an admin?
I can't find where to do that.
Okay. Um, I have one page that I'm an admin on that I can't get off of, but everything else I did.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, I'm thinking of shutting down that Facebook account.
is it the one you use?
I have a personal account and then K&RP.
Oh, well, if you don't use it as much as you thought you would.
That's the one that Meet Your Creativity's on. That's the one that is hooked up to the Instagram. Instagram. You know,
Hmm. Are you get? Has she closed the group?
no, there's a lot of people, and the thing is that the museum actually puts stuff on there, but I get questions because I'm the admin, and I have no clue how to answer them because I'm not involved. Oh, look how mucky I am, guys. Oh, sorry. Um,
That's
we,
exactly how mine is. It's the art association here.
yeah, but I mean, being the museum, I don't want, it's, yep. Anyway, I need another quote, ladies. Anything? Anybody?
What I'm going to put on this one right here says, "What you have to give the world, what you have to give, the world needs."
Oh, I like that.
I'm going to try it in curtsy. We'll see. Yeah, I like that. I just got to learn to stay consistent in size. Start off big and end up little, or vice versa.
That's why I'm using this thing. So if it fits in there, it's good. It'd be better if I knew how to cut straight. Oh, I'm going to have to do it into 3 parts. It's okay. See, I would do these on the computer, but like I say, if I want to put some Mod Podge or something over it, my computer would smear because it's an inkjet, not a laser. Just trim this up. Trim it, trim it. This is feeling really weird to me because I so seldom put words on my work.
I do, but they're in such a much bigger format.
Yeah,
This is really small for me
well,
to write.
Been trimming all those little corners on the petals and just putting them on the paper here. So now they're all sticking to my fingers. Okay, does that cover the flower up too much? These aren't straight. I didn't. Anyone thoughts? Should I? But
Either outline the white or
yeah, I was going to outline them, but I'm going to do that with a. I think I'll just end up using my gel pen.
okay.
You like it? Cool. Thanks, Jen. I just. They're fun. I'm having fun. All right. All right. All right. I've done 5 already.
Wow.
Just over half an hour. Well, okay. I did paint those 6 yellow ones on the screen, like
We've been on for an hour and a half.
an hour and a half. Oh, we have 2. Okay, so I've done 5 in an hour and a half. Brutal, brutal. They're not as fast as I thought. Yeah, I definitely like these positive posies.
Well, you know what? In an hour and a half, I have 3 done. But I
yours,
have several ready to go.
yeah, but yours weren't painted. You're doing your painting and everything. I cheated.
Well, I had a few that were ready, but I wanted to paint a few more. So people could get an idea of what I was doing.
Yeah, that's why I did the yellow ones.
Yeah, now this one stinks. It must be just my nose today.
Oh no.
I realize what my problem is.
Uh-oh.
Everything's got a single line. I'm not double lining anything.
Ah,
So I see that as an issue.
yes.
Somebody else may look at it and say, well, she didn't fill in her lines. Oh, well.
And also too, I'm doing one at a time this way. Normally I would do all the seeds in the center. I would do all the, you know,
Ooh, I like this one.
oh, I like that one too.
What you have to give, the world needs. I hope that whoever gets it reads and stops there because there's no room for a comma.
Yeah.
I really, really like this one a lot.
Put it on your fridge. You don't have to give them all away. Hi, Anita. How are you? We are doing positive little cards. I'm doing positive posies. Jean is doing beautiful watercolor doodle happy cards.
I don't know if I like the square ones or the round ones better.
Yeah,
I do like them when they're layered, though.
but are really nice layered.
I know.
See, I'm just going to be dumping them in here once they're done and just pull one out randomly and put it in a. Had it. Oh, Chris Kringle. No, not. I know who that. My girlfriend celebrates the 6th as well. Sinton Claus, right? Where you get chocolate in your shoes. Is that what you were celebrating? Yeah, Brenda. When I mass produce, it's all one step at a time, and then it's just done. It just flows then. Okay. Another happy quote. Let's go take a look over here. Um, doo, doo, doo. How about uh, I did a great job, or I am trying my best. No. My voice matters. How's that?
That sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, a bag of nuts. Okay. Okay. No, there's Sinton Claus. She's Dutch. It's chocolates in the shoe. Can't remember what else.
Oh, I'm anxious to see how this one paints. I didn't use a permanent marker.
Oh.
I just realized that. So we'll see if it works. It's okay if it doesn't. If it bleeds, it might be cool. Or I can just cut some more paper.
Yeah. Okay, I've got too many pens beside
Oh, that's good. Happiness depends upon ourselves.
Oh, I like that too. Okay, I'm doing my voice matters first. Because I think that's very important.
You know, sometimes I wish there was more colors in the world. Because I feel like I use the same things over and over and over.
Yeah.
It's all right. Could be worse. I don't remember getting this paintbrush, but I know that I bought it individually because of the brand it is.
Yeah.
It's a dagger brush.
Oh.
God, I love this thing.
That's like me and my liner brushes. I love my liner brushes.
Yeah. Well, this for a fat brush gets you can get a good straight edge.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to do the outlines of these white things with paint, black paint. Because I'm not cutting these straight by any means. I probably should have just cut quarter-inch strips of paper. Probably would have been the best things to do instead of. But you know what? It's handmade,
Exactly.
and that's a big thing.
I wonder how many of them hand out that'll go straight in the trash.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't you think maybe you know when you give it to someone?
You know what? Yes. But I think also that it kind of startles them and makes them think.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, my dentist still has the thank you tags I gave them how many years ago.
Mm-hmm. So it bled a little bit to the inside, but I think it looks cool. It just gives us a little bit of depth and shading.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't wobble cut this one. Well, we're doing it all in one for this one.
You know, I know people aren't going to believe this, but I think there's actually, oh, I don't even know if I should say this, that there's actually a chance you could have too many markers.
Yeah, I have lots of markers, but they're kids' markers, right? So I use them for various strange things.
Because I have all my paint markers and stuff in a carry thing. And with Riley here this weekend, we did find out a lot of them are dry.
Yeah,
And but that's okay because I've had most of them for several years.
well, yeah,
But these kind of pens, I still have brand new ones I haven't used that you know
yeah.
been holding out for something.
Okay, so I don't like wobble cutting and cutting the petals in at the same time. Nay, nay.
Yeah, Brenda, I have that quote written down too. Actually, and I don't know if I anyone who's ever come to my house and came in to see my art room has written on the wall. Not
Nice.
so much anymore because I don't have a lot of wall space left. The wall that everybody writes on is covered by cabinets now, but there's still a little bit of room. And that's what my son wrote on my wall is be yourself, everyone else has already taken. But all my kids have signed it. My grandchildren have signed it.
Nice.
Um, the people who came in to repair my couch signed it. Um, I mean, just it's crazy. It's just something that's important to me. I
Yeah.
guess. Now, granted, when we sell
Okay,
the house,
Belinda. Take care.
bye, Belinda. When we sell the house, of course, it's going to have to go.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
my kids can paint over it.
I know. Like when my next door neighbor moved, her real estate agent told her to take out all the artwork, get rid of all the kitschy stuff, because if somebody's coming to look at the house, then they're looking at the junk. They're not looking at the house itself, right? And I'm
Hmm.
laughing because I've got my walls are painted right on. Like my dining room has the butterflies, my bathroom has the hot air balloons, my spare bedroom has uh, like a rainbow and the big dream painted in big block letters. My bedroom has metallic buildings, like I painted metallic buildings all over it. My basement, between the bulkhead and the baseboards, it's an entire town. The doors are painted like the town. My bathroom door is painted like a bookshelf. Like I'm not painting over that before I move. There's no way in Hades I'm covering that up. It's not going to happen.
Well, you know what? What if I go and paint everything white and they come in and they want everything blue?
Yeah,
That's what I look at. But, I get it because some of the houses we've seen were uh, kind of like set up, sort of, when we
yeah.
bought this one. And
Oh, like they were staged? Is that?
yes,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and it takes away the creativity, you
It takes
know.
away the personality of the house.
Yeah. Okay, so when we came to view this one, we had seen a lot of homes and we had a price range. And even in that price range, they called some of them fixer uppers.
Yeah.
Well, at that time, the fixer uppers were really faller downers.
Yeah.
And we found this one. We stepped out of the car, and the yard was well manicured, had flowers in the flower garden. And I told him, this is the one. The realtor, which was a friend of ours, looked at us and says, how do you know that? And I said, well, I don't really, but they're not going to keep the yard nice if the house isn't nice too.
Yeah.
So we came in. On the dining room wall was this massively colored, probably 4 foot by 3 foot sugar skull thing in a
Oh, love
painting.
it. Yeah.
And then it had some crosses and some flowers, just quite full.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it because of that wall.
Yeah.
Because I saw something that I wouldn't have seen otherwise.
Exactly. Exactly. And the way I look at it is obviously I love my house if I'm putting the artwork right on the walls,
Yeah.
you know. Okay. Do, 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 do. How about have roots and wings?
That's a good one. See, by laying these two on top of each other, a round one on a square one,
Yeah,
which is not exactly square. It's more of a, it's technically a rectangle, but
yeah,
it's close enough to square.
exactly.
Made me go over there and get my die that I cut all my circles with because I knew the size was right. And I drew circles on the square ones. And that's my new favorite.
Yeah.
I can't wait to decorate the tops of these too. I think I'm going to leave the rest of it gray like that. I really like it. And I don't know, this one could have been black inside already because it looks um, enameled, but I don't know. I have to ask Gary because I don't remember. But they are both perfectly black inside. This
Oh,
one, you can see the smoke, but this one, it looks like they've been painted black. So I don't know if
my,
that,
none of my tobacco tins, like cigarette tins, were black inside.
I don't know, but whatever he did, it's black perfectly.
Cool.
I think I'm going to keep painting because that's what I'm in the mood for. Anything else I have to look at and think about. I do like putting the tape on for my white lines.
Yeah.
Some are straight, some are not.
All right, Jen. Take care, hon. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Jan.
Yeah, I think I need to do these smaller because I think that the words take up far too much of the flower. But that could just be me. It could.
But you know what else? I mean, you need to put one of these in your December book for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes,
But these would make great little journaling cards too.
they would. They really would. Yeah, I'm not going to bother Mod Podging them, so I'm just going to do my lines around the words.
Yeah, I don't think I would Mod Podge them either. Well, I don't have Mod Podge, so that could be part of it.
That works. Yeah.
This pen's about dead.
Maybe part of my problem is this paper is far too white.
That could be. Because I had trouble with that even on mine. It's really white.
Yeah.
But this one is not so bad. But the others where there's multiple rows.
Yeah. Just going to go get a cup of milk water. Because we know that's what I'm going to do.
The craziest part of this is I'm really having trouble struggling with the colors to put on here.
Yeah.
I know that's crazy for me. I love all colors. But
Okay, I've got some. Let's see what that looks like on white. It just tones it down very, very little. Maybe I want the gray. Ugh. Well, you know what? If I use the gray, then I can go around the flowers and it'll look antique, right? Like
mm-hmm.
I think we'll do that. I'm gonna do that. Swap out the muck water. That's pretty black muck water, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That'll tone it down. Then I'll just do the edges. Whoop. And I think that's going to really help it as well. No harm in trying. But I think I do need to make the printing smaller too.
That's the hard part for me.
I love that quote too, but I think it's too long. Well, I can try writing it really small though. We'll see. We'll see.
Do you write yours? Are you writing yours on strips of paper and then putting them on there?
Yeah.
Or there's my quote that I have that I use a lot. Well, I have two. One is girls should have pretty tools.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I got another package.
Okay.
Maybe I don't. It's the one from Walmart I'm worried about because it will probably come in the box that it is.
Yeah. And you don't need people seeing what it is, right?
Right. Well, I don't care if other people see it. I just
Don't want somebody to take it because they see what it is.
right.
Yes, I like it much better with the muck water and definitely. Definitely.
Nope, there's nothing out there.
All right. So then once they're outlined, I would consider these ready to just go in the bin over there. Even without any doodles. Although that's a lot of blank space without something in it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Totally.
But they're flowers. But little dots around the edges would be cute. And I'm glad I did the printing with ink, acrylic ink. It's not running at all.
That's good.
Oh, I like that one, Brenda. Don't let yesterday. See, I'm not writing these down. I should be writing these down. Uh,
This is crazy. You can tell where my fingers have touched this paper. You can see the pink uh, fingerprints right inside of or right under the paint.
oh,
That's all right. It's all good.
another one that I really like is practice rituals of joy. And Jen says they don't need any more on them. Well, I do like them. I, I, you know, they're fine, right? Just put them down and walk away. That's I'm very bad for doing that. It's not something that I do easily, right? So,
I know more is whoever said less is less
or
was
less is more.
talking in their sleep.
Yeah.
Or yeah, less is more. That's what I meant. That's what I said. You just heard it wrong.
No, no, I heard it the way you meant it. I knew what you meant. I definitely like them with the muck water. Doesn't really show good on the purple though. On the yellow and the red and the blue, it really shows nice. And yeah, I know a lot of you guys would use ink, distress ink for this. We all know I don't have any.
I don't know why I haven't used this paintbrush more because I absolutely love it.
It's
I
funny
can
how
go ahead.
it's funny how you actually find something like a paintbrush that's like, yeah, I wish I had 10 of these because I just love it so much that when it's gone I'll be very sad.
Yeah, because it's allowing me to kind of I mean it can get such a straight uh, line even on a curve and it's kind of like letting me deposit the darker paint around the edges, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really, really like it. I have to let that one dry before I can put the tape on it, though. Okay, it's time to do the line work of another one. Let's do this one.
I really like them now that I've toned down that white.
Good.
That made a very big difference.
This pen, I only have one of, and I love this one. It's a nice, fine,
Oh,
bold.
micron? Is it a micron?
Yeah, it's a graphic one is the size. It's not super fine, but yet it's I don't
Crisp?
know.
Is it crisp?
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's oh crap! I screwed. No, maybe I didn't. I would have if it was my regular kind of doodles, but it's not.
So the purple ones I have to go around twice or have to do some watered down black paint for the edging for them, I think. But I like the idea of giving these out, having them in my purse to give out.
I do too.
All right. Doesn't need any more Kim on them.
That's cute.
Yeah. I really like them.
I have a friend that always says, "There you go, JP it up."
Yeah. Try once.
Or she'll
Okay.
say, "It'll be a whole different thing when you JP it up."
Yeah, Brenda. Exactly.
I do that. That's why I have the drawer labeled extras, and in it has extras of just about everything. I have another drawer that's called refills for blades and stuff like that, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's a
But
good idea.
this is a favorite pen of mine from Dollar Tree, but I can never find them in black. So when I did, I bought several.
Yeah.
They're not, they're a great point, but they're not waterproof.
Yeah. And do they dry out?
No, not very fast.
That's good.
Now that I opened this drawer, I want to see what's all in here again. Isn't that terrible?
No. Hey, Jolu, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are making positive little cards for giveaway. So I'm going to be calling mine positive posies. So we're just putting like little positive quotes on. Jean is doing watercolor and her fabulous doodles. I'm just playing. But I was doing all my wording on white copy paper because that's what I have. And I didn't like this dark white, so I am smearing muck water around the edges and on the wording because I don't have or use distress inks. So these were just circles I traced on file folders. I used a jar lid for it, and they fit beautifully inside this crochet cotton roll. So I'm going to keep them in there. So yeah, we're just kind of playing and chatting and visiting and finding fun quotes, fun positive quotes. I usually carry thank you tags in my purse so that, you see a janitor, somebody working, I give them thank you for doing such a great job tags. And I usually have those in my purse. But now I think I'm going to have these positive posies. That's what I'm going to call them anyway.
I haven't come up with the name.
I came up with the name last night because I name things before I do them.
Mm-hmm. Bella, quit whining.
Need to go out, or is she lonely?
I don't know. She whines just when she wants to.
Oh, okay. I just used acrylic paints. Jean's using watercolors. And I think this one's going to, oh, look, see? I took that scrap piece of paper that I was doing these quotes on, and I wrote those quotes on that you guys gave me. But I'm going to try doing much smaller printing. You know what? I think I want some black ink. Where's my... Here it is. Can't see for looking.
I forgot I had a few pastel pencils, so I was able to just shade this with another green, and it made the leaf much prettier.
Oh, nice.
Didn't take much.
And I'm using either golden, what are they called? High flow acrylics or Liquitex acrylic inks. I also have some drawing inks.
I was gonna, oh, there it is. I was gonna pull up my quote screen, and I was like, where's my mouse? I like that. The only thing I keep thinking of is affirmation cards, and I can't even spell affirmation, so I'm kind of like,
So I printed them much smaller, and I think I like it better. Instead of using this that I created, could have got with half of that size. So this one's saying practice rituals of joy, because giving these out will be a ritual of joy. Those other ones are way too big. And I didn't let the ink dry, so it's a little smeary. Rats. So I've got a couple that are totally finished that I've outlined the wording, and this one is completely done. Be a source of love. That one's done. And I was sure there was another one that I had outlined. I like the little printing much better. But again, there's that dark white. So I'm running out. Uh-oh.
that's a knot fixer.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't paying attention, and I put amazing instead. I left out the N.
Oh, no. Can you pull the washi tape off and put more on?
No, it's already got the washi tape off.
Whoa.
I
Okay.
put the washi tape on there to give me.
Use the white.
Yeah.
And you can't paint over it with a white?
I'm going to try. I don't want it to look like I did, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So I used acrylic. Jean used watercolor. She's doing hers her doodle way, and I'm just doing mine the way I do things. Okay, outlining with black again doesn't show up great on this purple, but I don't want to use white. Although, so this one's completely done. It's got the muck water on it. It's got outline in the bit.
How do you spell capable?
Capable, Capable.
Okay, that's what it said, but it just didn't look right. Yeah, the ink is bleeding into the white paint.
Oh.
We'll let it go. Maybe I can fix it. Maybe I can't.
This one's complete. Be brave. I don't want to have two colors of the same together. Is that your phone ringing or my phone? My cell phone. I think
It's
it's
not
my phone.
mine.
Well, I don't know who would be calling my cell phone. It's upstairs. I don't carry it around with me, so okay. What you have to give, the world needs. I like that quote. That's two. This one is have roots and wings. Way too much paper on that. This one I don't think has. No, it's been muck watered, but I cut it way big. Purple. We need a blue one now. This one is My Voice Matters. This one's outlined, so be brave. I like that. I have to get some more colors painted up. And yeah, there will be other blue ones and orange ones and whatever. And this one is I Trust Myself.
I like that one.
Two yellows in a row, that's okay. It's just fine. So this one has not had muck water on it, so I'm going to muck it up. And this one is Practice Rituals of Joy. So I have my muck water is just paintbrush washing water. And I save it and I let it evaporate a little bit so it gets a little thick. And then I use it like everybody else uses distress ink.
I think it must be close to time for me to quit.
Yeah, we've been
I'm
on
making a lot of mistakes.
2 hours. I'll just finish edging this one and we can call it a day. I'm really happy with the way they're turning out. And because this is, aside from the quotes, this is like a mindless one for me. So
Mm-hmm.
practice rituals of joy. All right. Well, I would like to thank everybody in the audience for being here, everybody in the balcony, everybody who watches replays. Thank you very, very much, Jean, for coming and playing today. This was
Thank you
actually
for having me.
today. Thanks, everybody, for giving us the quotes because this stopped me from flipping back and forth through screens. Because when I do that, quite often I disconnect. Don't ask. Don't ask. So thanks everybody for being here. Big hugs to you all. And I will be back on Sunday with the Feral Artist Group.
Thanks, everyone.
Hugs to you all. Have a wonderful weekend. If I don't see you, bye now.
Bye.